Hello viewers, and welcome back to another video on emergency radio communication. This comes just about a day or two after Hurricane Helene has made landfall, and it traveled, from what I understand, 500 miles wide from the south coast of Florida all the way up to the Canadian border, and maybe a bit more. Lots of communities have obviously been affected. Power has been out. Some people have unfortunately lost their lives. And that kind of highlights prepping and its necessity. Be prepared with some food, some water. Be prepared with, radio communication, off-grid power, to keep your radios going. Medical supplies, you're going to need that as well, and some of those are greatly overlooked, but you know, if you're preparing for disaster, you're preparing to self-rescue, because sometimes help is not coming, and if it is coming, it's not coming fast enough. So here we are just above the Citizen Band radio frequency. We're about 3 channels high. All I'm going to do is kind of go through the Citizen Band, and let's have a look at the activity that's happening. So this would be channel 40. No, these guys are actually high. They're a little high, a little off frequency. Possibly free banding, but we'll carry on down the band here. There's another station. You can see stations flagging in and out all along the band. So Citizen Band radio is, most of these are coming out of places like Florida and Texas, more Texas right now. So if all you have is a Citizen Band radio, a battery, and a good antenna, you know, you still have something there you can work with. I recommend getting the ham radio because it gives you far more bands, far more possibility, far more capability. This is channel 19. The usual radio talk for Citizen Band anyway. So if all you have access to is your Citizen Band radio, you can make out pretty good with a battery.
Hey Smooth, you making me want to talk to my radio deal.
Battery and some solar, and you're gonna need a good antenna. The antenna I'm currently using is not tuned for this band, but it does tend to work. Up here is the amateur radio band. During the hurricane, I've been sitting here for days listening and monitoring, looking for emergency communication, distress calls, anything like that, anything I can find and be of assistance to. I did hear a few signals, distress signals, and a few signals of inquiry, which would be somebody looking to have a loved one checked on. I didn't interfere or operate any. There was no need for me to get involved, and all of the radio traffic I was able to hear pretty much all along the East Coast was all, it was already answered. There's nothing for me to Nothing for me to do, nothing for me to add, and I would have just been in the way had I tried. So, but having the possibility, having the capability is, it's certainly key. I'm completely unaware of a ham radio operator who doesn't have a sneaky plan of getting on air, even if it's just from his mobile, with a grid down, power out, you know, immediate aftermath of, say, Hurricane Helena. And when it comes to prepping, you know, there's a few ways people think about it, I guess. You get some guys that are, their idea of prepping is more from a combat or adversarial point of view. So they don't view much use in radio as far as they're concerned. If you ever use it, you're going to get a rocket in the forehead in milliseconds. And I mean, all the power to them. I'm not of that mindset when it comes to prepping. I'm more of the Hurricane Helena come by and ruined your day. And now it's the following day, the storm has passed, the water is still high, you're going to put up your radio equipment, you're going to start serving your community, you're going to start connecting people in need to services that can help. And that's what prepping is about for it, is to be able to take care of yourself during a hard event of many different kinds, you know, fire, flood, hurricanes, that sort of thing. It's about being able to take care of yourself so that nobody has to come and do that for you, as well as having the capacity to help others around you. And I think that's really the point of prepping. You should always have, you know, extra food, some water, blankets, you know, just candles, flashlights, batteries, just the basic stuff for, you know, when you really, really need it. But sorry if I'm rambling on a lot. This is, I just bought a new tripod for my videos to try and bring you a more stable picture, make you a little less seasick, so I wanted to make a quick video and try it out. But all day I've been listening for signals of emergency from, you know, the affected path of Hurricane Helena. And I have heard signals from the area, but they're not emergency signals today. They're just general communication signals. And, you know, people talking about their power still being out, or their power recently coming back on, roads that are now open and used to be closed, things like that. So it looks like, you know, the big aftermath is mostly wrapped up, and they've moved to the cleanup and repair stage, and that's good. Hopefully we don't hear of 2 more wounded and deceased people from this. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I've been kind of rattling on for about almost 9 minutes now. But I know some of my viewers really enjoy the emergency radio content. So I thought I would do a video and bring you some of it.
Anyway, sir, you take it easy, and thanks for the report from North Dakota.
So I'm in Calgary, Alberta.
All right, Kilo 1, Kilo Hotel Papa, go ahead.
That station identified as being North Dakota. So these radios do work. They do work very well. There's no infrastructure between this radio and the other radio. It's just antenna to antenna, which is why it always works. Even emergency stations now, police department, ambulance, fire, that sort of thing, they're all digital. They're heavily dependent upon the internet to work. In serious disasters, the internet is not a guarantee. In any disaster, your phone is definitely not a guarantee. The phone company will shut access off to your phone to reserve bandwidth for emergency services, emergency traffic. The downside is you can't call for help. Your phone is turned off. But the upside is emergency services are able to function with far less disruption in their communications. Never rely on your cellular phone. When you need it the most, it's going to let you down.
I'm in south central Missouri in the Ozarks.
South central Missouri.
Salem, Missouri. Go ahead.
Anyway, YouTube, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit me up in the comment section. I do read them, and I enjoy hearing feedback from my viewers. Have a great day.